Eom Business Network. So much for one broadcast.
The business community in Nigeria is still operating with relative caution as the Independent National Electoral Commission declared governorship polls in 6 states inconclusive. And it is the first of this development since the return of democracy in 1999. And some have called it hashtag MYM, Mahmoud Yakub Magic. Hello there, many thanks indeed for joining us. You're watching the Eom Business Network, indeed the voice of corporate Nigeria. I am Olorogo Elkanah Moware. Today on the program, as always, our conversation is a focus on the Nigerian economy. We'll be having the views of some industry operators about their businesses, the operating environment, and other related issues. Also on the lineup is Let's Talk. On Spot On is the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Photizo Properties Limited, Patrick Oriyomi. And on the face-to-face is Ade Adebajo, Chief Executive Officer of UT Homes, one of the fastest growing and innovative real estate companies in Nigeria. It's a package you must see. Please stay with us. Special television report, the organized private sector in Nigeria. A globally acclaimed research report has shown that the organized private sector, OPS, of any modern nation is the pivot on which the economy revolves, and Nigeria is not left out. Worrisome, however, is that in spite of the importance of this sector, the business community in Nigeria has remained largely neglected by government. It is in the light of these and other reasons that the Eom Business Network on Silverbirds Television, with the official endorsement of the Nigeria Employers Consultative Association, NECA, putting together a special television report on the organized private sector in Nigeria. Watch out. Let us start with the insurance industry. Practitioners in the insurance industry in Nigeria have continued to deliberate on the industry's level of development on the nation's economy. Speaking to this is the Chief Executive Officer of Lektol Insurance Brokers Limited, Leke Odude, who is also the President of the Business Club Lagos. He highlighted the impact of insurance in the country.
First and foremost, it contributes to the GDP. Secondly, it creates wide employment opportunities, not only to the permanent staff of the various insurance institutions, both the brokerage and the underwriting firm. At the same time, there are some commissioned agents that earn their livelihood selling insurance products. One thing is certain, it is the insurance industry has continued to be an evolving industry, and whatever the contribution is today, there is every likelihood that there's going to be an expansion. What we are concerned about is to develop and increase the economy by the increase of the percentage that we are contributing to the GDP.
Let's now look at information and communications technology. Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Victolay Technologies Limited, Bola Olumide, spoke on improving the state of ICT sector in Nigeria.
We have made a lot of progress actually there, but we still have a long way to go. The state we are right now as the country with the largest economy in Africa, I can tell you authoritatively that we are behind Kenya and Rwanda in the area of ICT deployment. So we haven't got there. We should be able to do better than this. If there is support, like provision of credit facilities, for people in the industry, which will attract very low interest and which you can pay over a lot. There are many people, guys around there who have good ideas, but funding is the problem there. Okay? So if you have a loan facility without paying under pressure or due pressure like that there, which will allow the business to stabilize. If government can keep faith, to the executive order on local content, okay, which came out, was it last year or 2 years ago like that, then it will help some of us, in the industry to overcome challenges, the challenges of competition that we are getting from software that come out from abroad.
In another development, Managing Director of Pemjolad Paints, Geoffrey Igebuno, spoke on developments in the Nigerian paint market and plans by his company to take leadership position.
In the Nigerian market, people are always worried of the fact that they find it difficult to get quality paint. And whenever they call to say what makes our paint product standards, what we'll tell them is that a usage will convince them. And for many who have used our paint, had also gotten back to us to tell us that, wow, that they were happy using our paint. One of the things I think that has taken this business this far is integrity. Now, because we have an online platform where people see our products online and they place orders. And for us here in Pemjolad Paint, we ensure that whoever places our order online, not until that product gets to him or her, we don't sleep. And I think that for us has actually taken us far and beyond the shore of this country. Yeah, we've had to people who have placed order all the way from Cotonou, from Niger, and all the way all around, But there's also this fear, of the Nigerian factor that people are always scared of, which is online business, because people are scared of having to pay their money and at the end of the day they are being duped. But here we always make our clients understand that there's still a company here in Nigeria, which is Pemjolad Paint, that you can as well also place your order online and we get it delivered to you and then, make you also get you satisfied with the quality of the product. And also too, the quality of our product, I think for us has actually taken us beyond the shore of the country, because we've had clients who have visited us all the way from Cameroon, from Cotonou, who had come here saying that they've seen our product, they like what they see, and had come to patronize us. So for us here, quality, integrity are those two things we don't play with.
And that is the Eom Business Network News. Sani Adekunle is the Chief Executive Officer of Shelterfield Multiplex Services Limited.
Shelterfield Multiplex Nigeria Limited is a multiplex company that deal with real estate. We do into building as well. We have professionals that are working with us. We have architects. We have civil engineers. We have registered surveyors that are really working with this company. We started years ago, and by God's grace, we have really achieved a lot from this company. We have a lot of subscribers that are subscribed to our ideas, and the idea is to guide people on how to acquire property, majorly if they want to speculate or for building. To the glory of God, we've done a lot of survey for families that we sponsor them. We have a survey property in Ekpe. We have along the coastal road that are very safe for subscription, and we help some of our numerous customers to achieve their building. Many of them are abroad, so they will employ our service in their building. So we have a lot of projects that we have the soft copy with us that we've done for a lot of people. We help them to build. We have professionals builders. We have architect. We have a registered surveyor under the same company. So we have a lot of land that we've done for people, and we have a lot of buildings that we have done for a lot of people in this same environment. And we are still proposing, as I said earlier, for our own estate,
We've helped a lot of people to buy land, which they build on. Some employer service, some use other people. We have some people from some cooperative from Diamond Bank that we brought to this place to acquire a lot of land. Still today, they are still patronizing us. And we have a lot of people in abroad too. We have a lot of people in New York. We have a lot of people in Atlanta that they are our subscribers.
Johnson Ngoha is the general manager of Ifitech and Associates.
Specialist real estate company. We have our projects, we have our products like West Point Gardens and Solid Base Gardens. We have West Point Gardens in Lagos State, we have West Point Gardens in Imo State, we have West Point Gardens in Enugu State also. The same way we have Solid Base Gardens in Lagos State, Imo State and Enugu State. West Point Gardens in Lagos State, for instance, it has from phase 1 up to phase 6. We have West Point Garden phase 1, West Point Garden phase 2 to phase 6. We have also Solid Base Gardens in Lagos State. Like I said, we have Solid Base Garden phase 1, Solid Base Garden phase 2 to Solid Base Garden phase 4 in Lagos State. We also have West Point Gardens in Imo State. We have West Point Garden in Imo State and Amakubi, for instance. We have also in Irete. We have in Abala. We have along the airport road. That's West Point Gardens. We also have Solid Base Gardens in Amakubi. We have Solid Base Gardens in Abala too. So we have also West Point Gardens in Enugu State. So these are the three areas, states we have our projects.
Njideka Ohiaeri is a director with Alvi-Net.
Alvi Continental Resources Limited was actually incorporated in the year 2000, but Alvi Continental Resources started full business like 13 years ago. Went into IT, which is well known today, and so far so good with the IT business. We find out we're actually in the right path because this is the business of the future. Our vision statement is to be a household name, the preferred IT company providing IT solution platforms to clients in the country, in the whole of Africa and globally. And our mission statement, while we're doing it, we provide sustainable and highly effective business solutions that add value to entrepreneurs and best practices, thereby generating optimal results for development. We're basically into sales, distribution, manufacturing of IT products, basically into networking and its accessories. We have the cables, we have the routers, we have the access points, we have the accessories. If two computers exist, they need us. And we actually have our brand, T-Net, which we are well known for. We've developed it over the years, gone into research and development, gone to make it a lot better, registered and all that. And that is our strength. Are also into installation of surveillance cameras, IT gadgets, security, partnering with manufacturers from US, UK, Europe, Asia, Middle East, and far and beyond.
Shelter. This is the second traditional basic need of human. Expectedly, the lack of it can adversely affect one's general well-being. UT Homes, a fast-rising and innovative real estate company in Nigeria, is positioned to providing quality and affordable housing projects to close the housing gap in the country. With moderately priced gated communities tailored to suit and satisfy the budget of all classes of people, UT Homes is always committed to deliver. For more enquiries, call UT Homes now on telephone number 090-6944-9275 or come over to 1437 Sanusi Fafuwa Street, Victoria Island, Lagos. UT Homes, we care. Patrick Oriyomi is the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Photizo Properties Limited.
Photizo was born out of an idea to solve people's housing issues permanently. We started as a marketing firm, so we're selling for companies. So on the long run, we realized that there are some gap in the industry. You know, a lot of complaints that our clients gave us. Of course, being a realtor and you have a lot of complaints, and the companies were not dealing with those challenges. These were the reasons that brought us into the real estate. So we started as a marketing firm, you know, gradually becoming a developer, which we are today. Our vision is to solve people's housing issues permanently, you know, and our vision is to become the #1 real estate company in Nigeria within the next 5 years. The company started about 6 months ago. And what we have achieved within that time, we have achieved, at least currently now we have about 10 people, you know, starting up their building on our property. This was achieved within 4 months of operation. Okay, Photizo acquired a property in Ekpe. Ekpe is a town in Lagos. And then we acquired a large expanse of land. This was just about 4 or 5 months ago. And then we started out with this property. And as we speak to you now, the property is 70% ready. It is 70% habitable. And our target is that by 2020, we want people to start living in it. ICT has done excellently. Without ICT, you won't be here. We won't be here. In fact, we sell most of our products that are being sold today. Our clients comes from IG, Instagram, and this is as a result of ICT. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. We hardly go out on one-on-one market. There's something called traditional market. We hardly do it. We are just on our system, and then we get the client. So ICT has done excellently well for us, and we are here today because of ICT.
Ade Adebajo is the CEO of UT Financial Services Nigeria Limited and the CEO of UT Homes.
Ade Adebajo is the Chief Executive Officer of UT Homes.
UT Homes is an offshoot of a company called UT Financial Services. So we had UT Financial Services, and then having established that and grown it, we saw a gap in the housing market in Nigeria, and then decided to form UT Homes. That's how it came from. Now, it may interest you to know that the UT Homes here is not the first. There's UT Homes in Ghana. We have a parent company in Ghana as well. You know, we used to have a UT Bank, UT Properties, and so these are all offshoots of, now UT Homes became an offshoot of these ones, which is now what we use in Nigeria here. For UT Homes, it's very simple. We have a clear direction. Our direction is to fix, to a very large extent, the housing gap in Nigeria. And it's not just Lagos State. So we are starting with Lagos State, we are doing Ogun State. But our vision is to actually address this housing gap. It's a massive gap, and not a lot of people are doing. So what we also identified is that we discovered that the lower echelon of the society and the middle class are not being addressed by quite a number of companies. So we focused initially on those aspects, addressing, you know, providing housing to the low and medium income earners, for example, the teachers, the civil servants on the lower grade. If you look at the Lagos market, for example, you have a lot of houses in the high-end areas, but then the shortage is amongst these very people who need it the most. So UT Homes particularly, even though we deal with high-end, we are also focusing a lot on the medium housing schemes.
At UT Homes, our major interest is to make sure everyone is on board when it comes to properties. No matter how much you have, we can advise, we can prepare you for what it is that you need to put in order to actually have your dream home. We understand the major barrier when it comes to securing a property, and that is money. This is where UT Financials comes in. We do loans, and we also take our clients on the investment journey. So for anyone that is looking at acquiring a property, your best bet is with UT Homes. And then again, we'll provide you the financial help or whatever it takes for you to actually land your property.
So UT Homes, as one, has been able to really do that, and that's one of the USPs on the market. And we do this not because it gives us some particular capital gains, it's because we care. We care not about our high-class clientele alone, we care about the people, we care about the community. And we found that one of the ways to really get the community involved in investment portfolios and concept is to really help to educate them about what is available out there. So that's what this section of UT Home does. So in essence, we bring together UT Homes and UT Financial Services and really amalgamate both of them to be able to give the customer what they need, not just what they want.
So for UT Homes, we have a project at Wawooh. We felt the need to address the lower income earners. Wawooh is not too far from Lagos and it's in Ogun State. But you can live in Wawooh and work at Victoria Island. So we're looking to identify such places. Land is cheap. Let me give you an example. In Wawooh, for example, you would buy a property from UT Homes at 18 to 20 million naira. You couldn't get that in most places in Lagos. So that's one of the projects that we have embarked upon. And that is in Lagos here. Also, because UT Homes transcends here, in Ghana, we have been able to do this over and over again in Ghana. There's a current project that is going on. It's quite massive. It's in Accra itself. And it's also on this scale. And that is almost completed. A lot of subscribers to that particular project have paid. But in Nigeria here, we started with Wawooh. And it's been a huge, huge success. People have started to subscribe to it. We're going to do it in phases. Phase 1, phase 2, and then we'll move on to phase 3. The cost of funds is what I'll say, first and foremost. You see, everything we do is about money. It's about funds. Government has the capacity to make companies like ours get access to cheaper funds. The funds we use now are expensive. That's why we're limited in what we can do. If we can get cheaper funds from maybe the Bank of Industry or other government organizations, we'll be able to do more. We'll help ourselves, we'll help the government, we'll help the society. So government can inject more capital into such organizations and make them pass them to us. They can relax regulations with Central Bank of Nigeria. Central Bank is fantastic. But some of the regulations hamper what we do. A bit of relaxation, especially at these hard times, will go a long way in helping us. And I think one of the other things that government should look at partnering with homes, beauty homes, and in terms of giving land. One of the challenges we faced with Wawooh was with the Ogun State government. I'll tell you what, we had delays in getting the permits. This would impact timeline of the project. This would then impact on the price of the properties. If government could have made this possible within the shortest possible time, without all the bureaucracies in the government house, we would have been done by now, and the prices will be cheaper. So these are the things to look into. Get the people in charge to act fast. Let them not delay things unnecessarily. This will help a lot. So these are the ways that government can help us.
Innovectives Limited. Innovation is vital to life. For businesses that desire improvement in performance and growth, progressive change is essential. That is why at Innovectives, we have the most innovative platform that offers valuable financial services using cutting-edge technologies to deliver a world-class, user-friendly and affordable digital payment infrastructure for our stakeholders across all spectrums of human, government, and corporate endeavors. For professional financial technology services, call Innovectives today. Innovectives, we innovate the future. And that's a fine place to call it a wrap on today's package of the Eom Business Network. Thank you very much for your valued time. We hope it was worth your while. But just in case you missed out on any aspect of it, then you can come with us to eomcoms.com and any of our other social portals, as you can see on the screen. Our deep and sincere gratitude to you, our sponsors, for your continued interest and support. Always remember, with you and us, we are champs. I remain Olorogo Elkanah Moare. Please, let's do this again. Same time, same channel next week. We'll see you then.